What's up guys, I'm Alex and welcome to another session of Notes on my notepad. Welcome to another session of one of my videos, Notes on my notepad. Remember, I'm Alex and we're here just to go through some of the most important mistakes that my students make in class. Today I gathered 3 important mistakes for you. Sometimes we realize that we make the same mistake, and just by hearing others making it, we remember the right way to do it. So the first one is must to. That is a terrible mistake. Why? Because must doesn't need to. Must is a modal verb. So just like should, may, might, can, and must are modal verbs. So we don't need to for modal verbs. Okay? Must is a little formal in English. You're gonna see it, for example, when somebody's telling you a rule, when you go to the metro, to a company or something, they say, you must do that. And it sounds a little strong. Or is when it's an obligation, okay? A strong obligation to do something. If you want to sound a little bit more colloquial, more everyday English, you can use have to. Remember, I, you, we, they have, and she, he, it has. So obligation, a little bit more natural. You say have to. You have to watch that movie. But remember, never ever must to. That sounds really wrong. So you must watch that movie because it's really good, or you have to watch that movie because it's really good. Okay, so have to is called semi-modal because it has to, have with to, but must, as other modal verbs, doesn't need the preposition to. Okay, just remember that. The next one that I have here is a pronunciation mistake. Okay, this one is very common in my classes. Lower levels make it, advanced levels make it, and it's a really important one, and it's the pronunciation of the word comfortable. Okay, just remember, comfortable has 2 maybe ways of pronouncing it. One of them is comfortable, comfortable, and the other one is comfortable, comfortable. The one that I say is comfortable. I understand that because of the ending T-A-B-L-E, you think, oh, that is like a table, so I'm going to say comfortable. That sounds really wrong. So never ever comfortable, and always comfortable or comfortable. Remember, 2 ways for you to choose. I just remembered a very important word that my students don't really use because it's not really common for them. But actually, if you watch a little bit of TV, if you listen to radio or to music in English, you see that they use it a lot. Is the word awkward. Awkward. Okay? And it means uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. So, for example, imagine that I tell you a joke that you don't like. So the whole situation is very awkward. I feel so awkward because I told that joke that you didn't like and actually offended you. So what an awkward situation. Remember, awkward is like uncomfortable. It's very common and you should start applying it from right now. The next one that I gathered today is remember and remind. I heard my students saying, oh, that picture remembers me of my childhood. So it's not remember me, okay? So remember is when you remember yourself. You don't need anything external for you to remember. So you say, oh, now I remember when I was a child. I remember myself, okay? I remember when I was a child, we used to go shopping every day, for example. But remind is when something external makes you remember something. For example, oh, That picture reminds me of my childhood because it makes me remember when I was a child. So remind of. That picture, external thing, reminds me of my childhood. So now I remember that when I was a child, we used to go shopping every day. Okay? Remember, you remember yourself, and remind something external makes you remember. So that reminds me of my childhood. Don't forget that one because it's super important too. Okay, it's a little confusing. In Spanish, for example, it's the same word for both cases, but in English, we have two different words for the two different cases. Okay, good luck with that one. And now I just gathered 3 interesting words for you to learn, to remember. In one of my classes, we were talking about things that we don't like, okay? And, I came up with the word annoying, okay? So imagine that my neighbor is making a lot of noise, so he doesn't stop making noise, a lot of music, talking, maybe banging on the wall. It's terrible. So my neighbor is really annoying, okay? Sometimes that happens to, I don't know, when somebody is writing you a lot of text messages, like WhatsApp messages, and you get the message, you have like a bunch of messages there, and you say, oh, they're so annoying. Now I have to read 400 texts, okay? So they are annoying. It's something that you don't like, that makes you a little angry, okay? That's so annoying, you don't like it. Okay, in Spanish they say pesado, okay? But in English it's so annoying, all right? The other word that we came up with is a very confusing word because it's a false friend in Spanish, and it's the word disgusting, okay? Disgusting in English means something that makes you maybe vomit, okay? Makes you throw up, vomit, okay? Because you don't like it, especially food. For example, I tasted this terrible, rotten meat that I don't like. So I tasted, that's disgusting, okay? Disgusting, okay? So, I don't know, situations, ideas, opinions, people sometimes are disgusting for you, okay? But it doesn't mean angry, okay? So sometimes you say, oh, you look disgusted. Okay, maybe it has a formal meaning similar to that one, but the most common one is that you want to puke, okay, that you want to throw up. So not angry. So disgusted or disgusting doesn't mean angry, okay? Angry is angry. You look angry. You look very angry. You look very upset today. What's wrong with you? You look very angry today. You look very upset today. What happens? Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem with me? You don't like my classes? Okay, you look a little angry, upset, but never disgusted, never disgusting, okay? Disgusting is like, ugh, I don't like it. That is disgusting. Remember that, okay? False friends. And the other one that I didn't want to forget today is can in future, okay? So it's, I heard my student yesterday saying, I will can come to class. I will can. So the future of can is will be able to. Okay, so he should have said, Alex, I will be able to come to class tomorrow. Okay, I will be able to come to class tomorrow, but not I will can. Okay, so can, present, could, past, and will be able to in the future. Okay, well, I just wanted to end this video with a recommendation. Remember that my tips are always related to watching media in English and subtitles in English. Okay, so today I want to recommend a good TV show. The TV show is Sense8. Okay, it only has 2 seasons. Netflix canceled it, okay, because they didn't have the budget, etc. But it's a really good TV show for you guys to learn English with subtitles in English, by the way, because they have different accents, okay? And it's really interesting to see how people speak with different accents in English. So you can learn the way that some people pronounce some words in the United States, in the UK, in, I don't know, in India, for example. Very interesting accents in India too, or Spanish people, Latin American people, okay? So you can see a variety of accents on that TV show, and also the TV show is really interesting. The story is amazing. They show different countries, landscapes. It's really cool. The actors are really good actors, so I really recommend it. Well, that is the end of the session today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand some of it, and I hope you can apply and learn some of the corrections that we saw today. Thank you so much. Follow me if you like the videos, and I really hope you have a really nice summer. And remember, have a lot of fun in English.